Happy New Year. Mortgage Mack here. Hey, I still get inquiries today, even this weekend, about applying for Homestead. And hey, you know what? I really care about you and your family, and I want to ensure that you have the information that you need to successfully apply for your homestead so that you don't overpay your taxes. So you're going to need a couple of elements. The only one that I can't help you retrieve is your driver's license. You have to get your driver's license completed and with the subject property address. But beyond that, I hope to be able to walk you through this. This is just for Harris County. If you get this message and you need to file for homestead in, say, Brazoria, Montgomery, any county really any county in the state of Texas, I can help you with. So be delighted to do that. So let's dive into this. I'm going to go to hcad.org. And in this instance, we're going to use a real property for someone that we helped purchase this past year. And we're going to use this as our test case. And those that have met with me know I like test cases. So I'm going to look up the address, a couple of elements that we're going to need to fill out the form. And it's clear that the address change has not been made, but what I would suggest is let's file for homestead. The information we provide should prompt the county to change the address because we're going to provide them with warranty deed information, and it should initiate the change. And as you can see, the name listed here is not the name of my client. And we're going to need this account number right there. You're going to need the account number. We're going to need the legal address. You're going to need your driver's license, and you're going to need the recording number at the courthouse that is on the warranty deed. And it's a legal document that you should have received in the mail, and it should be signed, stamped, and dated by the county clerk's office. And it's that number that we're going to need. And in this instance, I went ahead and went to the county clerk's office and retrieved that number here for this example. It's right there on the bottom right corner. And so those are the elements we're going to need. And we're going to hop into HCAD and we're going to fill out this form. There's two ways to do that. You can do it online. If you do it online, you have to download the mobile app. I don't do it that way. I get tired of typing on my mobile phone. I'd rather do it on a much bigger screen with my aging eyes. Let's put it that way. So we're going to do this. We're going to go to all forms. And then we're going to click on the general homestead form. And when we do that, it's going to bring up this document. And from here, fill this out correctly, submit and sign. Should be good. You should be good. And if this doesn't work for you, please let me know. But I want to caution you. I had a client just this past year, had filed 5 years ago, didn't pay attention to make sure that the filing was approved. It was not, and we went back retroactively to try to collect some of those overpayments as much as we could. So I would encourage you that once you file, don't forget, look for the email confirmation. Maybe go back into HCAD and confirm that you currently have the homestead exemption. So we're going to start here with the account number. We're going to go over here back to the record for this property. 9707 Springmont. Un momento. Hey, we're going to put the link to this on our YouTube page too. We'd be grateful if you'd go there and subscribe. I'm working on it. Let's just put it that way. I'm not sure that I have great content on there yet, but we are working diligently to provide that. So, account number. Here we go. Copy and paste. And let's see, additional tax years. No. And are we filing for additional tax years? No, we are not. And in this instance, let's see, in this instance, we're filing for 2026. And so we don't need to check any of these boxes. And let's continue. Do you live in the property for which you are seeking? Yes. We're going to file for general homestead in section 1. If you're a disabled person, here's where you would declare your disability. If you're a disabled veteran, you declare your disabled veteran status here. We're going to say no to that. None of this other information is relevant. Cooperative housing isn't relevant. Were you receiving homestead exemption on your previous residence? In our instance, the answer to that was no. But hey, if you sold a home, you had over 65 exemption. Sorry, I kicked my can. Had an over 65 exemption, and you would click here. You would click yes and follow the instructions. Are you transferring from a previous? In this instance, we are not. Again, when I have a client that's away on vacation and we have a meeting planned, and the answer to this question for him would be yes. And are you transferring tax limitations? The answer in this instance for our buyer is no. But for our client that we're going to help next month when he returns from vacation, the answer to that question would be yes. And what tax limitations would we be transferring? In this instance, if in my client is that I'm helping next month is over 65, and the tax limitation that he would be transferring would indeed be the school taxes. Because once you turn 65 and you file for your homestead and you're over 65 exemption, your school taxes are locked in no matter, as long as you live in the state of Texas, forever. And so let's move on to the next section. We're going to, in this instance, our client is a married couple, and we are going to put, let's see, we're not going to use the real name. Let's just use sort of a fake name, and we're going to do birthday. There we go. We're using mine. And then phone number. All this is really easy stuff, really easy stuff. And in her instance, she is, this client's husband is not on the mortgage, but she would be listed as 100% owner. And but we're not going to fill out any information for the spouse. And so we're going to keep moving along. And the date she acquired was 11/14. The date she moved in was the next day. Closing documents, we just use the closing date from your closing documents and the actual day that you moved in, date you acquired this property. Let's see, now we're going to do the physical address. And now we have the legal description, and we're going to come back over to the HCAD, and we're going to copy and paste this legal address here. Let's see, is this applicant identified on the deed? The answer to that question is yes. And now we have the court filing. And again, the court filing number, you should have that by now. It should arrive. If it hasn't arrived, if you purchase, say, in November, it should be arriving soon. But if not, you can go to the county clerk's office in Harris County, and you can look it up right here as a grantee. And here is their recording number. Here, we're going to copy this number, and we're just going to paste it right there. Do other heir properties own? No. Is any portion of which you are claiming residence homestead exemption income producing? No. And for here, I think I calculated the acreage here, but you can also find the square footage. And so here's where I would find the square footage. So I would find it on the HCAD record. Forgive me one moment. There it is, 6825. Let's see. I'm going to put feet. I'm a resident of the facility. This is not applicable. I hold a driver's license, and there's the driver's license. If you own other residential property, this would not be applicable to us. Then we would come in here, sign, put our title, or would put our name here. Pretty simple stuff. Let's see what's going on here. Forgot. Oh, it's always something, isn't it? Always something. Click that. Sign. I'm going to do finalize and submit, and watch this. Here we go. Here's where we're going to upload our driver's license. And you may want to, if you have a closing disclosure and or the warranty deed, you may want to upload the warranty deed here as well. And if you need help with this, please let me know. So we are going to, let's just do, say, pretend. We're going to upload documents. Let's see if we can find a driver's license. There's someone's driver's license. Pretty simple stuff, right? If you need help with the county clerk's office, click on the book appointment below and press continue. Finalize and submit, and voila, done. Be sure to be on the lookout for confirmation, and put a note on your calendar to go back and check. Give it 30 days, go back and check and make sure it was approved, so that we can ensure that when the end of the year comes, 2026 arrives, because the end of the year is moving really, really fast, especially at 58, moving super fast. And so we would be really, really bad to find out that we owe more taxes than we had to have owed at the end of 2026. So really, really important. If you need help with this, please let me know. In the meantime, thank you and Happy New Year. Take care. Bye.